Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. You know what? This is kind of interesting. There's a video that's actually circulating around of a feud between some people where it's a Caucasian couple, and then there's a African American couple, and they literally have had this situation, and somebody ends up with their house just completely torn up. It was actually on my girl Lovely T 2002, and it's actually you got to go check her out. It's LOVELYTI 2002. Okay, and she did commentary in that. And this is basically just my response to what actually was seen there. I'm going to leave her link below because she actually has a piece of the video shown, and you'll be able to actually see her, check her out because she's really good, and then also see the clip of what actually went on. But from what I could see, you have the Caucasian family's house, and they're actually videotaping. When you come in, the black girl is literally snapping out. She's going off. Undoubtedly, the white woman has called her a nigger bitch, okay? And when you're looking around, you're saying nothing's really, there's nothing going on, so it had to be just a conversation. Well, as you go forward, you find out that the white woman has actually, she says she went and she put a note on their car. So, that's the first issue. Okay, that's the first issue. So she put a note on their car. We don't know what the note was about. I'm looking. When you look at their houses, they have a car. They have a driveway. The black couple next door have a car, and they're in their driveway. And then on the street, there's one white car that's actually parked in front of the white family's house. So. And then literally there's hardly any other cars on the street. So why she was putting putting a note on their car, I don't know. The driveway wasn't blocked or anything like that. They were just parked in front of the house. Okay, so we're going to go there because we're going to go back to that. So, but everything's in full swing by the time we get there. The white woman's going at the black woman, and the black woman's having a fit. She's telling her to come on outside. She's going to kick her ass and all of that. The white woman's just beefing. So then shit gets real. The black girl starts taking shit and throwing it up at the door. And all the doors got glass in it. She's throwing stuff at the door. Oh, yeah, just go ahead and do it. She just steadily antagonizes her on, and the girl ends up throwing a brick, and the brick busts the window out. So then you see the white guy coming. There's some other people in the house, and he's like, "Hey, you're destroying my house? That whole thing." And then there's another piece of it now, because there's another girl who's trying to pull this other black girl, and she's telling her, trying to pull her away from their house because she's not coming outside to fight, or anything, and she's trying to get in there. So then there's the black guy from next door actually comes out, and because at this point, the white boy's calling the black girls bitches and all of this. So he tells him to bring his ass on down so he can fuck him up. Naturally. See, shit's just all out of whack. But none of this is strange to me, because if you got a couple over here and a couple of people over here, if any of the males are calling the girls bitches, what do you think the males are going to do? They're coming for you. So that's what's going on. And he's saying, I didn't do anything to y'all. She said something to y'all. Now, that was the punk move. Because now he stopped calling bitches. He done backed up in the house. But he was real tough like a second ago. So he said, I didn't do nothing, bro. And that didn't help. Y'all slinging nigger out your house, and then you're calling him bro. That didn't help. So I'm just sitting and I'm still watching. And they continue on, and the girl she goes off. This bitch just literally just took bricks and just bust damn near every window across the front of their house. And he's like screaming, "You're ruining my house." You know what I mean? And at that point, you could tell he's saying, I didn't do anything to you. He's like, but it's your girl though, and she's still calling them niggers and calling her nigger bitches. She's steadily barking. And then at that point, you can hear other people in the house, because remember, they're filming from their house, saying, "You're going to jail, you're going to jail." And you just keep hearing nigger slung. It tells you who they are, because, again, they were slinging nigger like today wasn't the first day that we use nigger over here. So, you know, a mess. But she done bust out all the windows. And then at a point, you see him, he gets very frustrated. And now he has a handgun. He has a handgun in his hand. And that's captured on the video. So now the video's no good. Really. You know what I mean? The video is no good because you get this fucking gun. What was you going to do with the gun? See, shit got all out of whack. And then as they go forward, then you find out that the black bitch that threw the shit through the window don't even live next door. She doesn't even live next door. And the car doesn't even belong to a person that lives next door. It's another person. These were two people who were actually visiting these people. And you took your ass outside, because that's where the first mistake came. I don't know, if there's something missing in that, but what kind of note were you leaving on the car? And I can imagine that some of that dumb shit about people not wanting people to park in front of their house. What you need to know is you do not own the street. Now, you go check out the laws in your state. You don't own the street. You're responsible to keep the sidewalk clean if you're owning that house. If it snows, you're responsible to get that sidewalk clean so nobody falls, or you're responsible. But the actual street and the parking, you do not own the street. If you don't have a driveway or a garage, you don't have a permanent parking spot. That piece in front of your house belongs to the fucking city. And I see it all the time because I live very close to our two stadiums here in Pittsburgh. And there's never parking spaces. When there's concerts, when there's games, there's never parking spaces in my area. In the whole area, people park and they walk down. So there's nothing you can do about that. I laugh every time I see a person put a chair or they put cones, all kind of shit in front of their doors. That don't mean nothing. People could take that shit, put it on the curb, and I've seen it done. Took the shit, put it on the curb, parked their car. It ain't a damn thing you can do. Now, I have a driveway. Now, if you go in that driveway, now you got a problem, and I've had that. But I'm not going to argue and fuss with you. When you come back from the game, baby, you're going to be wondering where your car went. If you block my driveway or you have balls enough to pull in there, baby, 911 and hold. We're not going to talk. We're not going to kiki and laugh. My taxes get paid every year, baby. Your car will be down at the pound. Ain't no argument. Ain't no argument. But other than that, it doesn't make a difference. The street doesn't belong to you. The house belongs to you, not the street. So this is all that I could see that it was. And she said the girl was saying, don't fucking touch my car. Don't put your fucking hands on our car. Now, obviously, they've had this problem. The people who live there have had this problem with them before because they seem like they knew about it, whatever. I didn't touch your car. I wasn't fucking with your car. All I did was put a note on it. That's where the problem started. And then, bitch, you don't even live there. Because you could tell by the way the guy was going off about, the house and how the house was his. And the girl was like, oh, wow. Oh, shit. You could tell that wasn't getting ready to cost her nothing. And she steady barking. So basically, you literally had a bitch that's over at your house, done fucked around and beef with your neighbors, and now your fucking house is all tore up. He should have took that bitch out back and shot that bitch. And then they over next door. Now y'all got all this issue going on with the neighbors from two bitches that are actually visiting y'all. How you come to visit me and then end up feuding with my neighbor? Like, that's just... all of that's crazy. Nobody was right in the video. It was all a lose-lose. It really was. And, damn the whole race card and all that. Just period. Just period. It's a big thing where this is a perfect example of when shit gets too real. When shit gets too real. And I honestly believe that the Caucasian woman, was wrong for even going out there fucking around, putting a note on the car. I can't stand that shit anyway. Cars are $10,000 or more. Why are you touching somebody's car? I can't stand it. Don't touch my car. Don't go fucking with my windshield wiper, putting flyers and shit in my car. I don't touch anybody's car. It's too easy for something to happen. Keep your fucking hands off my car. So she was wrong. She was wrong. Get the fuck out of here. Go on in the house. And sit down. And it's not your property. So she was really out of order. And what happened is you don't know people's trigger. And you don't always know who you fucking fooling with. And shit flipped on her. And shit got real. shit got real. And it could have got worse because he had the handgun. He could have shot her. I mean, it could have been a death just that quickly. But again, had the initial thing not happened, which I find absolutely unnecessary, we wouldn't be having any of this. And now going forward, surely, you know, that there's going to be that bad blood. They got houses next door to each other. Ain't nobody going nowhere. It was all very unnecessary. And to actually think that y'all are going to be spending days in court, somebody may go to jail, and all of this, all about a bitch that came to visit you. You don't even live here. I couldn't imagine. I mean, that's going to be some shit, you know? That is just bad. It's just ugly. I don't know. And the girl, the Caucasian girl, she was carrying on. And the girl's like, you come on down and fight, bitch. Oh, no, I'm afraid I don't fight nobody. But yet you're the bold bitch that stands in the house calling people nigger bitches. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. You can tell they're not fighters. They're not fighters. So why are y'all still beefing out the door? Even when shit started getting ugly, before any rocks were thrown, y'all are over here slinging niggers around. And you know you don't fight. Shut up and go on in the house. You know, but everybody wants to be the winner. Everybody wants to be the winner. And I really believe that video ain't going to work real good in court. It really is not. It really is not going to work real good in court. Because they're going to have a bunch of questions about how you, what was you in that gun? It's all over the internet. So I don't know if they would literally make them pay for it. Well, she's out of order for breaking the windows, nonetheless. But you making terroristic threats and things. You came to the door with the gun. He didn't say anything about the gun, but the way they moved, I don't know if they actually seen it, but they'll be able to fight with that in court. He literally was outside on the porch with the fucking gun. So I don't know. It would be very interesting to see how that would actually play out in court. But I really believe there would be no winners. I think everybody would be in a bunch of trouble. And the last thing that you actually hear with the girl, she's still talking. As you're ending the video, the bitch turns around and says, that's so immature. That's so immature. Now this boy ain't got no windows in the front of his house about you and your mouth. And bitch, you ain't gonna bust a grape. And then you call the people immature. I don't know that they were immature. You just don't know where a person's trigger is. And then you don't know who you're dealing with. You didn't even know who those people were who owned that car. You didn't even know how far that you could go with them. You just went out there with that Billy Badass bullshit and shit flipped on you. So I don't really have an opinion either way. I just think everybody was a loser. Everybody was wrong. Everybody went too far. Everyone went too far, but I really believe the motherfucker that started was the bitch that went down and put the note on the car, because that was immature and that was unnecessary and that didn't need to be done and none of the shit would have went down. But anyway, what do you guys think? Again, like I said, I'll leave the link down there for you to go to Lovely T's page. You can see the video and then you come back and comment and see, let's see what goes on. But really, I'm not taking any sides. I don't have a side. I don't really care about that whole race car. No, I don't want anybody calling me a nigger and all that. But again, see, hunky is not in my vocabulary. So you're not going to hear me calling people hunkies. It's not my vocabulary. But you could tell nigga was part of their vocabulary because they was slinging it hot and heavy. Slinging it hot and heavy. You know, so I don't know, but I don't get into that race car. I love every motherfucking body. I don't give a fuck what color you are. You know what? I love what loves me to fuck back. So that whole thing don't really blow me up. Just shit. The volume that the bitch was talking was enough for me to pop off. You know what I mean? But the whole nigger thing, I wouldn't use that as an excuse for how far out she went. You know what I mean? I don't know. Damn the race car part of it. They were all wrong. Everybody was wrong on both sides. And it would be very interesting to see how that plays out in court. And I'm sure they were kind of stupid over there with that video camera and the gun. So I can imagine they probably will try to take it to court. But I really think they'll be really sad about the outcome if they actually go to court. Anyway, you tell me what you guys think. Thumbs up or thumbs down the video. You know how that works. I will talk with you guys later. Bye.